In other news, efforts to lower fuel prices through tax and levy reductions are now facing tough scrutiny in Parliament. Kiharu MP Ndindi Nyoro on Wednesday appeared before the National Assembly Budget and Appropriations Committee seeking support for proposals aimed at easing the cost of fuel. But even as he defended subsidy plans and called for government spending cuts, committee members questioned whether the country can afford the revenue sacrifice without hurting key sectors such as education and health. Mike Kagwongo gives us this report.
What started as a government push to ease the high cost of living has now evolved into a difficult balancing act between public relief measures and pressure on state finances.
I'm a doctor, I'm not an economist, but I would want to understand where else have you benchmarked these proposals that you are coming up with and it is working.
As a member of parliament in Kenya, my ambition should be for other countries to benchmark with Kenya. It should not be for me to benchmark with other countries.
When I ask a question as a member of parliament for Elders and as a member of this committee, the answer belongs to the entire committee.
Maybe that is the pitfall of having premeditated questions, which were made before I came.
Let your feedback be for the benefit of the entire sitting.
Appearing before the Budget and Appropriations Committee, Kiharu Member of Parliament Ndindi Nyoro argued that failure to intervene in fuel pricing would expose Kenyans to severe economic consequences.
As we cut the revenue side by the amount of around 48 to 50 billion, then on the other side, we may have commensurate cuts in terms of the expenditure.
Nyoro defended fuel subsidy measures, saying the cost of intervention is far lower than the impact of uncontrolled fuel prices of households, transport and businesses.
The amount of money, because I've calculated, that will be required in terms of injections, either through subsidies or through the forfeiture of revenue, I thought it is a fair price to pay other than the humongous price the economy may pay in the future.
Among his proposals, he called for reduction of fuel-related charges, including a cut in road maintenance levy by 7 shillings from the current 25 shillings per litre, a review of profit margins in the fuel supply chain, and an increase in fuel subsidies by an additional 3.5 billion shillings. He further argued that sustaining such interventions would require close to 9.8 billion shillings monthly and proposed cuts in government travel expenditure to create fiscal space within the budget.
If we try to cut, we will not find anywhere to cut. We have cut our development allocation by about 100 billion.
I know as much as you know. As the media has covered, and I have actually gone and tabulated, there are offices that are getting inordinately higher budget than previously. Our leaders, the top offices, namely State House, has to also lead the way.
However, the committee appeared unconvinced, with members raising concerns over whether government expenditure could realistically be compressed without disrupting critical services and key development programs.
Were these increments in the various sectors, were they there when you are the chairman? Or you've just noticed them when you are not the chairman?
When you say we reduce that money, you want to tell us, you want us to go back to where we were when you were the chairman of the Budget and Appropriations Committee.
If we reduce these 7 shillings, already we have some contractors who are undertaking the project in the constituencies. What will happen to those projects? Will those projects stop or stall?
RMLF is 25 shillings. I'm proposing 7. There is still an 18 shillings remaining. So there is a lot of room.
Nyoro also sought clarification on the president's early announcement to reduce fuel prices by 10 shillings, questioning whether the move was intended to extend an existing adjustment or introduce a new cut. As budget consultations continue, the challenge remains clear, balancing public relief demands against shrinking fiscal space. Mike Kagwongo, TV 47, Nairobi.